Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. It's WinterhelmGames. We're back with another reaction. I looked at the clips last week of the intro cinematic and the ending cinematics for the finale of 9.2 for the Jailer. I was kind of disappointed, I think, and I'm pretty sure I'm not the only one. Since then I started looking up reactions of like Sylvanas, Gold and Preach and different ones I got and what they thought of it. So I'm glad I'm not the only one who thought it was kind of a bit of a piss poor ending, to be fair, of the Jailer perspective. But yeah, so this one is 9.2.5. It's the one I heard about, Sylvanas Judgement. That's Jaina meets Khadgar. Taelia forgives Bolvar, and then an upcoming patch preview. So this will be interesting to see. Hopefully, it'll be a bit better. It doesn't have much to go on in terms of to be better than the Jailer's ending, but we will see. But anyway, it's been 8 minutes or so, so we'll have a look at this and see what happens and see if we get an upcoming preview then of the next patch and that there. So it'll be interesting to see. So here we go.
Hello, Jaina.
Khadgar, it's good to see you again. When we last parted, I regret that...
Those were perilous times. The Legion's attack, then the war. I think we both needed to find our own way through. I have no hard feelings, only friendship.
I feel the same. But surely you didn't come all the way to the Shadowlands just to find me.
No. For years I've read about this place in Medivh's books. I stood atop Karazhan and caught glimpses through the veil. I suppose I wanted to gaze upon the realms of death with mine own eyes before.
Is everything all right, Khadgar?
I feel the weight of years upon me, Jaina. The burdens carried, the choices made.
Yeah, I suppose Khadgar has been through.
Old man.
I suppose Khadgar has been through a lot when you look at everything that's happened the last couple of expansions, and a lot to go over, a lot to think about. So yeah, that's understandable.
I think I'll look round and see these Shadowlands a bit. See what wonders I can find. I've heard tales of conniving brokers, a city of secrets, and a land of ancient knowledge. How intriguing.
Sounds like you'll be keeping busy. Just don't leave without saying goodbye. I've missed you, old friend.
Count on it, Jaina. Be seeing you.
Father, I've been thinking about when we last spoke, and I wanted you to know, I will never agree with your choice to hide the truth that you were still alive. But I understand why you did it, and that you didn't mean to hurt me.
I believed I would be trapped in that ice forever, holding the scourge at bay. I thought that was the only path left for me. I dared not hope for anything more. When the helm was broken and I was free, I was afraid.
Bolvar Dragon, champion of the Alliance. Afraid? Of what?
Of you. That the daughter I loved with all my heart
I see him as a monster.
would find me and see only a monster.
Oh.
No, I see you for the hero you are, and the father you can yet be, if you're willing.
I won't waste this chance, Taelia. I promise you.
Sylvanas Windrunner. There can be no true justice without compassion. And I can see your deeds bear the mark of the Jailer's influence. An influence we failed to contain.
The Jailer did not control me. My actions were mine alone. And I accept their consequences. And I do not expect your mercy.
Then, you know in your heart to whom you must answer, entrusting justice to your most fervent adversary.
Death would be a merciful end, Tyrande. However long it takes.
What game do you play now, Banshee? The Sylvanas I hunted would never submit to the blade of her enemy. Your newfound remorse might be genuine. There will be no peace for you, Windrunner. The prisoner is in my charge now. Below lies the maw. Every soul lost in its depths, betrayed or condemned. You shall find and send forth to the Arbiter. You will toil there, under Dorotha's watchful eye. This is how you shall bring renewal to your victims. Undo Falador, old friend. Watch her well.
The time for your judgment is at hand. Are there any gathered here who object to this fate?
So I wonder what
So
we'll do with her
be it.
then.
Bring her! But it can never erase all you have done. Until there is peace for the souls of your victims. An unjust fate to which you doomed so many. And it will be there that your penance begins. To be judged with the compassion all souls deserve. Scouring every darkened reach.
I mean, from a roleplay point of view, it was kind of sad to see that any characters that may have been lost in recent years, just went straight to the maw. They weren't put into they didn't go through the proper channels in terms of going to the Arbiter to see where they were going in terms of the different realms, the different covenants. So it was hard from that point of view, but from an OOC point of view. But I wouldn't think anyone in the character would actually know what was going on here properly, because they wouldn't have been in a situation where they go to the Shadowlands and find out, or certainly come back from it. But it's interesting all the same. But I was hoping for a lot more, I think, from this expansion, but it just didn't seem to live up to its hype. But that has happened in the past with expansions. It didn't seem to live up to the expectations that streamers and everyone and gamers all would have had for the expansion. But it was still enjoyable to an extent, but I guess we'll just have to hope that it will get a bit better, especially now with everything that's been going on with the company itself, and now being acquired by Microsoft. So I can only hope that there's more people on hand now to actually help, and listen to the people who buy the game, what they do really, how they go forward.
Until the final soul is free, and you are all that remains, and my people.
It shall be done.
Yeah, all the ones who died in Teldrassil.
No. I should have been the one to claim vengeance for the Sindori.
And what would that have accomplished? Would it have changed the fate of your people?
No, I merely...
So this retribution would not have been for them at all. Only for you.
Yeah, to make yourself feel a bit better.
I was not there when Silvermoon fell. Absent in its hour of greatest need. My failure has haunted me ever since.
Then it is not vengeance you seek, but redemption. You committed many sins in life, Kael'thas Sunstrider. Your kingdom's ruin was not one of them. Repent for all else, but forgive yourself for that.
Perhaps you are right, Accuser. It seems I have work to do.
Yeah. Yep. You take orders from anyone. I would think of far worse leaders to issue them, like Engramian, for instance, or Sylvanas Windrunner. Point taken.
You have all the power you will ever need, Khadgar. It is your heart, your courage, that makes you this world's guardian.
Guardian.
A better one than I ever was.
I don't know what to say, Medivh.
Enough sentiment. Hear these words before I depart. It may be simpler to shut a door than to pass through it, but sometimes a step into the unknown is required to break the bonds of fate. There is much that lies ahead for all of us. Farewell.
The bonds of fate. I must consider those words. Until next time, champions.
Oh. That was it then. But so there we are. That was interesting. But I guess we'll see what happens now. So they're basically saying that, well, from what I gathered there, they were hoping that Sylvanas would be the last one left in the maw after the rest of the souls do go to their proper place of rest. But I'm surprised. Well, I guess we'll see what happens with everything else in terms of what if they have her in the next expansion in any shape or form, or whether they'll now try to move away from Sylvanas, because between the last couple of expansions, it's always been centered around Sylvanas, and there's plenty of characters and plenty of lore and backstory. They shouldn't have to focus on the one character just because people like her. Yeah, people like a lot of different characters, but you shouldn't try to center the story around one. But again, that's just what I think. I mean, everyone has their opinions, of course. But yeah, just let me know what you think about that. And Jaina with Khadgar, Taelia with her father. I can understand from Bolvar's point of view there about not wanting to wish for anything more, because he probably didn't think he would have had the chance, or the what's the word? I suppose just that he wouldn't have expected anything else apart from the duties he had there as keeping the scourge at bay. But guess we'll see. They'll probably get a bit more of a bonding between the two of them going forward, perhaps, in the story. So that's good. But yeah, we'll leave it there. Let me know what you think. If you're excited for the announcement, the next patch coming up, the next expansion, and where we go from here. So I'll try and cover that as much as I can. If not live, then definitely as soon as possible after the announcement is made. And I'll look at it and put it up. It'll be interesting to see what happens myself. So I might actually start doing a few more episodes of a few more games of Overwatch and that there. I know they're still talking about Overwatch 2, and the date has been, I think, delayed again. So we'll just have to hope and see when they'll come up again. It's been a long time. I don't think it's a long time since I've seen any of the cinematics of Overwatch, and I don't think I've watched all of them, to be fair. So if you want me to start reacting to the Overwatch cinematics, you can always let me know what they are in order. I can try and find out where they are in order, and maybe start doing that just in preparation between now and finding out when Overwatch 2 actually comes out. So that'll be interesting. So yeah, let me know. So take care, guys, and we'll see you at the next one. Bye.